WrestleMania season. We got a whole week of wrestling going on. It's gonna be exhausting. Today we're giving you our full predictions of night one of WrestleMania. I need your help in going through this match card, match by match, and giving you our predictions of who's going out. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Assemble. I'm Matt. Good to have you. Good to see you. And happy WrestleMania week to all of you. All right, let's get into our predictions for night one of WrestleMania in the card. We're going to kick things off first. We have our hosts. We have Hulk Hogan and we have Titus O'Neil. Having these two in the ring hosting WrestleMania, it says something, doesn't it? Don't think too much is going to happen here other than Mr. Hulk Hogan and Mr. O'Neil will get out there at the beginning to kick things off when you got Hogan's music playing. Fans are going to go crazy because there are live fans at this place. They're all going to be on the pirate ship. It's going to be a good time, and I think we're just going to be pushing, WWE is going to be pushing for that little moment of Hogan and O'Neil, doing a little arm raise and Hogan raising his arm because of things. Now, the match card is what it is right now, going through WWE.com, and let's do this together. Give me your predictions in the comments below. I need them. I need to hear them. I want to talk to you guys about what you think is going to go down this weekend. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. I have been very, very happy with Bobby Lashley ever since he got the title off of The Miz for that little bit of a transition. However, I wish that they did this several months ago with Lashley to build him up even further, and I wish they did not go down the path of breaking up the Hurt Business. What this feels like, because we are going back to the pirate ship of WrestleMania this year, I feel this is almost a do-over from last year where we had literally nothing, no fans, nothing. This feels much more like a traditional WrestleMania. I wonder though if Drew is going to get this title or if they feel that they can do a little bit more with Lashley. Personally, I would like to see Bobby Lashley hold on to the title. I have seen Drew McIntyre with it all throughout the year of COVID in the Performance Center and in the Thunderdome. I'm not really eager to see Drew get that title back, because I feel like I'm going to end up with another year of it. And it's not to say it's a bad thing. Drew is a great performer. He did everything he possibly could with that title belt, but I don't feel like Drew getting the title is going to set anything up any further. I like the idea of Lashley getting the title to be able to go off with MVP, maybe reform the Hurt Business. That would be nice, but to be able to go off and really get a strong run with the WWE Championship. I'm going to go against the grain because I think WWE is going to want Drew to be the one to hold that title. I think that's what they're going to want to do to almost kick the night off. I think these two are going to have a killer match where they're going to beat the living crap out of each other. But I think that Bobby Lashley is going to retain this title to then set up a new program going into the new season of WWE and Raw and the championship itself. Let's keep going. Let's go to match number 2. So next up is we have the Women's Championship over on SmackDown. We have Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble match. This feud has been kind of I'm disappointed personally that we don't have Bayley involved in any capacity in WrestleMania, because she and Sasha did such great work throughout the course of this whole year and this past year. I really would have liked to see her in something. She's doing great work with her show, with the Ding Dong Hello. That's been hilarious, and her evolving her heel character has been really good. Disappointed she's not involved in any way. This is a straight up one-on-one match, and I don't feel like there is a lot of momentum going into this women's match. I love both of these, and I hope I could be happy either way, no matter what they would do with this, but I do think that they are going to go with the good position of having Bianca Belair go over and win that championship. It's a good story to be able to tell, for her to be able to win the Royal Rumble, to have that big moment at WrestleMania, to hold on to that title, get it onto a fresh face. Sasha might want time off, but I don't feel like there's anything more that they could do with Sasha Banks at this point. Frankly, I'd like to see if they did some trades and a draft or something, get Sasha over to Raw, mix things up, and get some new competitors out there. I think that Bianca would be great with the title. I think it would be a huge one of those WrestleMania moments for her, and being able to kind of kick things off going into new season, new feuds, new heels, maybe get somebody else involved in there. So I'm going with Bianca Belair is going to grab that women's championship. Okay, a cluster of a match. We need that celebrity match. We have Bad Bunny and Damien Priest, and we have them going up against John Morrison, Jomo, and we have The Miz. Don't care about The Miz. Don't care that he's been involved in anything. Miz, for me, has that go away, get off my TV heat. I don't care. Whenever I see Miz opening up a segment on Raw, I know that it's going to be a flat Raw. John Morrison, love him. Underutilized, hilarious, amazing in the ring, want to see him do more. This is that celebrity match we saw on the last Raw where Miz and Morrison were taking some buckets of paint and destroying the Bugatti of Bad Bunny. This is going to be that just fun celebrity match, tag team match, where Bad Bunny is going to get some moves in on The Miz and John Morrison, and we're going to see them raise their hands at the end with Damien Priest, and voila, there we go. Bad Bunny is going to win the celebrity match with Damien Priest. The one piece that I have that is an issue with this is the utilization of Damien Priest. He came up to Raw from NXT after the Royal Rumble. That's amazing. I think that he's great. He's huge. He's athletic. Like there's a ton of potential for somebody that hasn't even been touched yet. Introducing Damien Priest in a celebrity match with The Miz and Morrison, who are veterans who have been here for a long, long time, I think that it will do just enough. The problem I have, though, is that it completely overshadows Damien Priest, and he's very much an extra wheel in this. People and casual audiences know The Miz. They probably know John Morrison. They know who Bad Bunny is because that's the audience they're marketing towards. And then you got Damien Priest, who is just kind of generic wrestler X in the minds of casual fans. For me, happy he's there. I hope that then after this, he just totally splits off and does something else. Maybe even a one-on-one feud with John Morrison. That would be fun. Not The Miz. Get rid of him. But Bad Bunny is going to go over in this, and that's what I think. Okay, a match that I think is going to be your clinic match for night one, Cesaro versus Seth Rollins, straight up one-on-one. This one has me interested because on one hand, I mean, we've had Seth Rollins come back, and he's not involved in the title picture. He has just kind of inserted himself, and he hasn't had any real storylines or anything to work with, and they kind of just make this whole thing, this feud with Cesaro just kind of happen. Two wrestlers coming together to show who's going to be best. The interesting story element here is that this is Cesaro's first one-on-one singles match at WrestleMania. Cesaro has been here for a long, long time, and for so many of us, he is somebody that we've wanted to see get up in the title picture, to be a main eventer, and this is a good moment for him to go over. My concern is that Vince or anybody in the office is going to say Seth is the established one. He is a heel that needs more heel heat. He's going to go over on Cesaro and then to, propel him into the next feud as a big heel. One, I love Seth's suits. That thing, he's got that purple one. He looks just a fantastic human being. Still like the glove. Little weird what he's using the glove for, but I still appreciate it. It's a good look. Cesaro needs this win. Cesaro needs that 15-minute match with Seth where they just beat the crap out of each other and it's wrestling move and wrestling hold, and they need to be doing a lot of good stuff, and we need to show off Cesaro's strength that he's so known for. Give me those suplexes from outside the ring, inside the ring. Give me a lot of big, big moments with Cesaro. Give me an uppercut hit from Seth jumping off the ropes, things like that, and culminate it with that big moment of a huge amount of probably, let's say, 30-odd swings that he does. Maybe something like that is what Cesaro needs to do. I'm going to go with Cesaro goes over on Seth. Seth does not need the win by any means. It doesn't hurt him at all, but it helps Cesaro. These two guys are going to have a great match, I think, and it's going to hopefully do good for Cesaro going forward and maybe line him up for a title. That would be something. Raw tag team titles are on the line. The New Day, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston are going up against AJ Styles, and we have Almost. Silly match, kind of put together, kind of like a lot of these matches they feel on the 2 days that they haven't had a lot of build, but they're going down this path anyways. AJ and Almost in this feud with the New Day, it's just been comedy, and that's fine. It needs that. We need that on the card to have some fun. It's going to be a silly match, and there's going to be a lot of silly moments, I think, in this. It's going to be fun. I do think that AJ is going to go over with Almost. See, I can't even say it. Is it Almost or Almost? I got to listen to more of it. Keeps tweaking on me. But these two are going over, and they're going to win the Raw tag team titles. You're going to have Almost go over, getting those big moments. He hasn't competed in the ring front of the audience yet, so he needs to get those giant moments by tossing Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston around, and they're going to pick up the win. and then you're going to get this big man, little man dynamic to eventually split them off, and that will turn him into a single star down the road. But I think that these two get those Raw tag titles on them. New Day don't need them. They're great with them. They're an amazing act that's been going on for years, and we still love them, but they don't need the Raw titles. Give those tag titles over to AJ and Omos. Let them have some fun with it. Be a little bit more comedic. It's good and fun for AJ that he doesn't need to be in a serious role every single year. This changes things up, and he hasn't had the tag titles yet. So AJ and Omos are going over. Raw Tag Team Champs coming out of night 1. The big match, the steel cage match. Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. Here comes the money and get these hands. This whole story has been based on the fact that Shane McMahon has just called Braun stupid and he doesn't like it. The end. This has been a shoehorn of Shane McMahon into a storyline that we didn't ask for. Braun has very little motivation other than he didn't like that someone called him stupid. The thing that I have liked is that Shane has just been a real D-bag about all of this, and it just kind of outwitting him and outsmarting Braun along the way. By the way, come here. I don't like the choo-choo train sound they do with Braun. This whole dubbing in the whole choo-choo train when he's doing his thing around the ring, I'm not for it. And I'm scared that we're going to get a big choo-choo at WrestleMania or some sort of boat sound or like a cannon going off. I'm not into that, but I wouldn't put them past that they do this going into this match. Steel cage match, keep all the other bozos out of the ring like Elias. I don't think that that's going to happen. I think Elias is going to get in there and interfere in this match. Braun is going to throw them around the cage, and it can go one of two ways though. Shane doesn't need a win at all. And this is a very, as Shane would put it, stupid, dumb match to be having with Braun, who is very flat in my opinion for this past year, coming and going because he's had injuries and things like that, which is unfortunate, but he's not this big scary monster. He's being outsmarted by Shane on Raw, and it's just kind of meh. Braun is going to get his hands on him. He might win, but he might actually lose the match by doing something stupid like throwing Shane out of the ring or knocking him out onto the table outside of the ring, outside of the cage, causing Shane to be destroyed, but picking up the win. They could do that because then they could extend it to maybe another match in the next month's pay-per-view, or it could happen where it looks like Braun is going to do that and Shane tries to get himself like knocked out or, trying to egg Braun on to do those things, and Braun actually smartens up and doesn't let it happen, and then he just destroys Shane. Hard to say which way they are going to go with this, because I wouldn't put it past them that they are going to try to get Shane the win by being destroyed, and then Braun is just going to destroy everything, and then it will feel like Braun won. I still think, though, that if they want to get Braun some legitimacy again, he's got to go win over on Shane. Braun Strowman's going to win this match is my prediction. He's going to beat Shane, but man, one, I don't really care about this match, but two, I think it's just going to be it's going to be silly. And the last match that is listed on WWE.com for night 1 of WrestleMania, no, this will not be the main event, obviously. It will just be in there. It might even be in the kickoff, but it's going to be the women's tag team Turmoil match. And this is to earn the number 1 contendership, to earn the title match on night 2 against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. So this has all been put together in the last week and a half because they've had no stories to work with for Shayna and Nia for past couple of months leading to WrestleMania, other than being in other feuds. So, having said that, teams are Naomi and Lana versus Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus the Riot Squad versus Natalya and Tamina. Now, there's one other team or possible combination of a team that could be inserted into this as kind of a bonus for this match to then maybe go over, win the Turmoil match, and then go on to night 2. That team could be, and rumors are, Carmella and Billie Kay, because Billie Kay has been trying to make that happen to get into this match. So I feel like Billie Kay is going to get teamed up with somebody. Carmella seems like an easy pick to be able to get her involved in this. That could work. The other one that I would like to see involved in something is either going to be Bayley, but I don't think that's going to happen, or it would be Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross has not been doing anything, unfortunately, and she's very, very talented, and I would have loved to see her do something, but because she's entirely cold, I don't think that would be a good enough surprise for them. What makes sense is Billie Kay and Carmella to actually win and go over on this. Adds a little bit more comedy. Billie Kay is hilarious. Carmella is trying to be that straightforward heel, and I think that this would be a good dynamic, getting them to go over. So my surprise win or pop would be that we would have Carmella and Billie Kay win the Turmoil match to then go on tonight to face Nia and Shayna Baszler. So there you have it. There's night 1 predictions for WrestleMania this Saturday. That's a rare thing that we get. I actually do like, fun fact, I actually like having 2 nights of WrestleMania that are like 3 hours, and that's it. I really like that because I'm not dealing with an 8-hour night of watching wrestling. I love it, but my God, that's too long. It's infuriating. 2 nights, I'll take it. We got a whole week of fun. Wrestling fans out there, you guys are really going to enjoy yourselves. I'm going to enjoy myself too. I cannot wait for this coming Saturday. We got NXT TakeOver as well. We still got SmackDown stuff. Some stuff might change along the way, but I'm excited for this. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? What are your predictions for night 1 of WrestleMania? I love to hear it. Tomorrow we will have night 2 predictions as well, and that will take us into Friday SmackDown and then WrestleMania on Saturday. I can't wait. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, guys, thank you for assembling with us. See ya.